Hello and welcome back. Welcome back to another GamesMaster look through. The last few I've done have been, well, in the backlog really, the ones I've filmed last summer. So this is the first one of, well, it's now February 2016. And we're looking at issue 24, December 1994. The Sega 32X arrives, first game's full lowdown. Doom exclusive on the Jaguar. SNES news inside. Super Street Fighter 2, Mortal Kombat 2, World Exclusive Mortal Kombat 3, only £2.25, 132 pages. So we've got a Pitfall advert, available on Mega CD, Mega Drive and SNES. Or your Christmas games pack a punch, lend us your ears. So, UK SNES Super Street Fighter 2 before Christmas. And there's some screenshots there of Street Fighter the movie, Van Damme and Kylie Minogue. Any other new business? That's a shocking impression there. That's wasn't supposed to be Arnie. Sonic and Knuckles cheat. There's a whole new secret bonus game in Sonic & Knuckles, but you can only get with the original Sonic. Oh, it's when you can just play that. It comes up and it says no way, and I think you press ABC. Yep, ABC on the joypad. At the same time, you'll hear the familiar Sonic chime, and you'll enter a fabulous new game. Yeah, I do remember that. Won't really cheat though, were it? I mean, really, Sonic & Knuckles should have worked with Sonic 1. But it's something to do with the colour palette for Knuckles. It would have turned out pink. I know later on, well, many years later, you know, there's hacks out there and you can actually play as Knuckles. But for some reason, Sega couldn't do it. I don't know why. Walk on the Wild Side, Jurassic Park Part 2. And we've got some GamesMaster TV news there. I've just started watching, actually, Series 1 of GamesMaster last week. And I'm probably up to about episode 5, really enjoying it. I've watched the whole of Bad Influence. I've now moved on to GamesMaster. So charts, what we got in the charts. We've got Stunt Race FX on the SNES, Lion King on the Mega Drive, UFO on the Amiga, and Wario Land on the Game Boy. I used to like Wario Land actually. It's a mushroom. It's a mushroom. The Mega Drive 32, quite an early screenshot there. Later changed to 32X. So straight away we've got the price, the enhancement, the worry, the games. Obviously the biggest, low power mode, we'll just turn that off. The biggest worry about the 32X is that it's a bridging machine, a stopgap. An enhancement that is just a bridging gap between the technology of today and the technology of tomorrow. As such, it's quite understandable that a lot of people will be worried that in a year's time games machine will be far advanced for the real of the great 3DO, Ultra 64 being launched, and even Sega Saturn hitting the street. That the Mega Drive will be as cheap and desirable as a NES. Now, to my tiny mind, this is reasonable fear, but it will actually look at the games of the future. They do seem a bit thin on the ground. Ultra 64 isn't showing any signs of popping up any closer than its miles off release date, and the 3DO, which is actually out, isn't as good as everyone thought. So yeah, I do remember. I don't know why colours have gone a bit weird. Do remember reading about, well, that basically what they've been talking about, and unfortunately they were right, because it was just a stopgap. And I think the Saturn came out in Japan, it must have been either 12 months or less after the 32X. And look at that there in front of me, I've got a Mega Drive 32X looking at me. So after the Mega CD, I kind of lost a little bit of faith in Sega. I mean, I am a big Sega fan, but I did lose a little bit of faith in Sega, and that's the reason, for me anyway, why I didn't get a Mega Drive 32X, and then I didn't get a Sega Saturn. Sensible golf. Need for Speed. Recently played this at Matt's house on his 3DO, and yeah, interesting game. I think back then it were pretty, pretty mind-blowing. It looks a little bit dated today, but yeah, back then it looked pretty good. Micro Machines, not for Sunday drivers. Good old Micro Machines. This is a good advert. It's taken 22 man years, 32 megs, 32,768 colours and one supercomputer to make him look this gruesome. Donkey Kong Country. Still need to give that a proper play. So we've got something about Christmas here. Earthworm Jim, Donkey Kong Country, Sonic and Knuckles, Turbo Tournament. Recently played that on a GRS 4-player special. Beat the Traffic, Street Racer. Shaq Fu, hashtag Steaming Turd. And I remember these as well, Telestar double value games. Used to get like 2 games packaged, like a cardboard sleeve. Yeah, I remember those. Star Wars Arcade on the 32X. I really do need to get the lead sorted for my 32X, because now I've got the Everdrive, I've got all the 32X ROMs on there. I've just not got around to buying the lead for it. Canyon 42. Some old school bank adverts. Syndicate. The Shadow with Alec Baldwin. Can't say I remember that. Earthworm Jim. Double page spread. A worm's got to do what a worm's got to do. Earthworm Jim. Fantastic game. Really ahead of its time. Z-Wolf on the Amiga. And we've got a double page spread for Special Reserve. Yeah. Wish I still had my Special Reserve magazines, but I think I've chucked them all. Many a hour reading through that. Virtua Racing, or Virtual Racing as I like to call it, Deluxe on the 32X, 93%. I know Rob, if you're watching, you're a big fan. Biggest games this Christmas on the Jaguar. Tim, I bet you've got all of those, haven't you? Club Drive, is that quite rare? Or is it the go-karts one? Check it. I don't know. I'm not a Jaguar expert. Doom on the Jaguar, 94%. PageMaster, featuring Macaulay Culkin. Remember that. Thief 95. World of Amiga, still going strong in 94. Yeah. Club Drive, 66%. You agree with that, Tim? Is that right? Is that how it went down? Drop Zone on the SNES. Burn Cycle on the 3DO. Is it 3DO? CDI. Oh, CDI. I think Dave, Infected Flinches, talked about that before. Surely CDI must have been dying on its ass then. Mickey Mania on the SNES. I had Mickey Mania for the Mega CD. I sold it for some reason. Lion King, good game, but quite hard. Got some accessories there, and my foot. Try not to get that in shot. Animaniacs. So we've got 78% on the Mega Drive and 80% on the SNES. The graphics slightly better on the SNES. Sounds the same. Gameplay better on the Mega Drive. Lifespan better on the SNES. Magic Carpet. Snatcher, 90%. There's a female YouTuber I follow. I forgot her name now. Oh, I forgot her name. But she's done like a playthrough of Snatcher. Worth checking out. I'll try and add that into the video. Pitfall. The SNES. Jaguar, £229, including VAT. I've got an advert for Edge here. I want to see what the future of video gaming looks like. PlayStation. Sony PlayStation. I always remember seeing Destruction Derby for the first time ever. My mate at school, he got a PlayStation, and I was just literally blown away. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing on screen. Burger Man. I think I had that actually, that bloody game there. Maze game. Dragon, Jurassic Park 2 on the SNES. I've got the SNES version of Jurassic Park, which is probably the better version compared to the Mega Drive, but it looks like they've gone back to the old platformer. I'll have to have a look for that, see if I can find it. So I don't think I've ever played that before. Lethal Enforcers 2, more light gun action for the Mega CD. Just about to mention that actually, Mad Dog McCree on the CDI, 69%. Yeah, fond memories of playing that. I know Paul on the back wheel, if you're watching, you remember that, playing that on the old CDI. Is there, look. Hey old codger, can you help? Good. Super Play. Super Star Wars Return of the Jedi. CD32. F1 Gym on SNES. Like that bit of artwork there. Lion King on the SNES. Alien vs Predator on the Jag. 3DO. 400 quid for 3DO. I remember Matt saying it were about 500 quid when it first came out. But then again, I think PlayStation, that were a hefty price. Cheats. And then we've got a Ultimate Future Games. I remember when this magazine came out. PlayStation 3DO Saturn Mega 32X. Still can't really make the mind up what it's going to be called. Letters. And a weird looking picture of the PlayStation there. And good old Micro Machines. Now available on SNES and Game Boy. So there we go. That is issue 24, December 1994 of GamesMaster. And yeah, a few more to go yet. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later on. Cheers.